Hey guys, what's up? It's Queenie here. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on my video again. And if you're new here, thank you for clicking at all. And make sure you hit that subscribe button before you go because it is free. Just for today. It's a really good deal. So make sure you hit that button. As you can see from the title of this video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about the big chop and things that I wish I really thought about before doing the big chop. It's nothing dramatic. It's nothing crazy, but I still wish I had thought about it. Okay, so the first thing is cutting your hair off won't save you. So if you are somebody who has bad hair taking habits, or you're trying to solve a problem that you are doing to yourself, like let's say if you're dyeing your hair, or if you just never moisturize your hair, or if you don't ever trim it, or if you just don't do anything to it and you're just the kind of person who doesn't care for their hair in that way, I always tell people, like, don't just cut it because you're tired of it, because it's just gonna happen again. I've done it. I have done it more than enough times. So if you're cutting your hair just to kind of start over, but you're not changing your habits, don't even cut it at all. Just start by changing your habits and then cut it, because you cutting it isn't gonna make you wake up in the morning and deep condition your hair every single day or weekly, or do all that strenuous natural hair care that you know in your heart that you don't want to do. So if that's the case, just find a routine that works for you instead of chopping all your hair off hoping that it'll like re-inspire you, because you might regret it. So the second thing is you need to make a decision about your hair's future ahead of time. It sounds kind of ridiculous, but when I was cutting my hair, I didn't really think about, okay, you know what, I did think about it, I just ended up changing my mind. You have to kind of decide if you're going to keep up with the short haircut or if you're going to grow it back out, because you kind of need to prepare for both, if that makes sense. If you don't care for this, of course, just do it and see where life takes you. But personally, I decided, I was like, I'm going to cut it and I'm going to keep cutting it. I love the short look. I just want to be free for a few years. And then after I cut it, I was like, you know what? I love seeing the process of it grow from nothing, so I just want to keep growing and growing and growing and growing. So I just wasn't prepared for the awkward stage, because I had told myself I'm not even going to go through the awkward stage right now because I'm keeping my hair short. But here I am going through the awkward stage because I didn't make up my mind and I didn't like mentally prepare. So I kind of find myself being kind of tired of my hair, or just annoyed with it a lot because I didn't want to go through this. And so yeah, just kind of decide what you want to do. Don't just cut it off and expect that things will be perfect forever, because it's hair, it's gonna keep growing. You just kind of have to know that, and know that you have to work that into your time and routine, and that's gonna be a part of the care for your hair. Okay, number 3, this could just be me. Okay, no, it's not just me, because I've had conversations with other people and they deal with this too. I never in my wildest dreams thought that I could get single strand knots on such short hair. I have single strand knots that I do not know how to get rid of. If you guys know how to get rid of them, please comment down below. But I'm telling you right now, from somebody who recently big chopped less than 6 months ago, I've been dealing with single strand knots as soon as my hair started to curl. Do you know what I mean? So don't think that you can run away from that, because sometimes, depending how you are or how your hair is or how you take care of it, issues like that can happen. Split ends and single strand knots are not only for long hair, like it can happen to short hair as well. So be careful and actually take care of your hair after you cut it, because it is not like foolproof. You can still mess it up. You can definitely still mess it up. Okay, and the 4th thing I want to talk about is how short hair acts differently than long hair. When I cut my hair, I started using all the things that I used when my hair was much longer, and a lot of them didn't work for me, and I feel like because it's so short and dense, I just need heavier products. When my hair was longer, it kind of just weighed itself down, and I didn't need such heavy products. But I've realized after cutting my hair, I've had to switch things up just a little bit, because there isn't much weight to my hair, there isn't much body, it kind of just sits there. So I have to do a lot more to give it like a look. Do you know what I mean? Whereas before, I can kind of just throw something in there, braid it up or whatever. Like it just doesn't act the same. My hair texture is the same, but sometimes it has a different personality now because it's fresh, brand new hair, I guess. I don't know. The things that you always thought would work for your hair might not work for it anymore, just because it's shorter and it's different, it's new. Okay, number 5. It takes time. It takes time. I promise you. I think when you see it on YouTube, it looks fast because you're just seeing clips maybe once a week of their hair, or once a month, or you only see pictures on Instagram every time they take their wig off or whatever it is, and it looks fast. It looks like their hair, people's hair is growing at light speed. People are always like amazed at my growth. I'm like, this is so normal. Like, it's been 6 months. It better be growing. Like, I don't know. I think when you look on the internet, it sometimes looks like it's going faster than it is. It's not. Don't be fooled. It takes time. Hair growth is pretty slow, and it's different for everybody, but in general, your hair is not going to grow overnight. So just remember that. You might have that in your head because you've seen people's hair grow overnight, because you're not tracking it every single day. You're not with them day in and day out. So it kind of looks like it's moving a bit faster, but it's actually quite slow. It's gonna take years to get it to a whole, like a huge mane. It's gonna take years, not one, like multiple years to grow to something huge, if that's what you want. So just be prepared for that. It's not gonna grow super fast and perfect just because you shaved your head and started over. It's still gonna grow how your hair genetic makeup allows it to grow. Your hair's like already set in stone. The way it grows is set in stone. You chopping it off isn't going to boost it through the roof and have you with a huge afro in a month. So just be patient, be ready for that, and just know that if your hair is growing ½ an inch a month, that's 6 inches in a year. That's not that long. And it could grow less than that. So just have the patience. Okay, number 6. This might just be for me, but I feel like when you have short hair, or after you do the big chop and your hair is growing out, or if you have short hair in general, I personally feel like bad hair days are bad. Like, it's not just bad hair day, gonna throw it in a bun and call it a day or slick it back. When I have a bad hair day, I literally do not know what to do with myself, because there's nowhere to go. I can't put it in a ponytail. I can't slick it back. I can't just wear a hat, because if I wear a hat, the sides stick out like of the little thing, and it's just bad. But in my case, when I'm having a bad hair day, I put on a headscarf. And that's been my coping mechanism, because there's nothing else I can do. There's nothing else I can do. So it's just something to think about. I feel like the bad hair days are a little bit more difficult because you have to get a lot more creative. Okay, so number 7, products go a long way, so get ready to cut down your load. I was doing so much to like this much hair, and it kind of takes a second to like rewind and be like, okay, I don't need this much. Relax. You know, if you are a product junkie, be careful, because like I said, the products last a lot longer, meaning it'll take you longer to finish the container, meaning you're gonna have a stack of stuff if you don't stop buying, because it takes me a while to get through a bottle of anything. And as someone who likes to try new products, I have to stop myself and be like, chill, like I still have 2 barely used containers at home. Walk away, because if not, you will have products used this much and you'll have like 10 of them just sitting there, and you just won't know when to stop, and it's just too much. So take a breath. The products will go when they're ready. Just use them as they come, finish them, and then move on, because it will take a while. It does take a while to finish stuff, but you save some coin, so that's always good. Okay, number 8. Hair density matters. So, before I cut my hair, let me tell you a funny story. I would watch videos on YouTube of girls who have short hair, and I would be like, oh my god, that's what I'm gonna do, that's what I'm gonna do, this is perfect, exactly how I'm gonna wear my hair. When your hair is short, density is such an important thing. A lot of these girls I was watching on YouTube had a lot less dense hair, so they were able to slick it into beautiful smooth styles, do the perfect little defining wash and goes that like you see every single curl, or they would somehow slick it into like a ponytail and it would look straight. Y'all, when I tell you, when I slick this is just the front of my hair. Like my hair is, I didn't realize how dense my hair was until I cut it and I tried to do stuff with it. It just doesn't work. Slicking it back at this length, forget it. It doesn't work. So you have to kind of be careful as to like what is inspiring your big chop, because that person's hair might not end up being the same as yours. You might cut it off and you might never be able to try any of those videos that you were really hoping for because your hair is too dense or too not dense enough or whatever it is. Your hair just isn't going to work the same way. So just be careful as to like who you're looking at and who you're inspired by, because it might surprise you. Number 9, protective styles change a lot. And I say this because if you are in the mindset that you're going to grow out your hair is going through different stages a lot. There's only a certain time that you can do certain styles. I could only do a slick back for a short amount of time, and then I was like, okay, I think I could braid it now, so let me try doing some single braids. And then you get to the point where you could do big chunky cornrows. Like, it's a process, and your protective styling will change throughout that. So you have to be prepared to constantly be working with your hair, learning new things. There's no set routine for hair that is growing from such a dramatic state to another. You can't have slick hair from the beginning to the end, and you can't do single braids on hair that's this long, you know? You just have to be prepared to like transition with it, learn your hair, and find new styles that work for it at whatever stage it's in, and make it look cute. Okay, number 10, and this is the best part of it all. This video is not to be negative or say don't cut your hair. I absolutely love my hair. Seeing it change has been the most amazing thing. And number 10 is that doing the big chop is 100% the most liberating thing I have ever experienced. So if you are thinking about doing this for kind of like an emotional transition or to kind of just let go of your hair, I will 100% say you can do it. Like it does give you that feeling. Seeing your hair grow from nothing to something is so exciting, and just seeing how it starts and like how it gets into its coils and kinks and how it gets to look like how it did when it was longer is really fun. It's difficult to get through it, but it's really, really, really exciting, and it is very freeing to go through those stages of not having any hair to even like grab or slick or brush. Like it's just, that's just what it is. So that is the 10 things I feel like you should think about. Again, it is 100% worth it. I just listed all those other things just so you can keep it in mind, and just remember that if you are going to do it, it's not always a breeze. At the end of the day, it's your decision, so do what feels good for you. Just be ready for the journey. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and that it was helpful and that it made you think about a couple things. So again, hit the subscribe button, comment down below, thumbs up, and turn on the notification button because it is free. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.